So today is window replacement day, and we're going to be replacing windows for our cabin. They're working on it right now. The crew just showed up. It's so weird to see the house with no windows in it. But we're working on it. Big difference between the old windows, have less casing than the new windows. Hello everybody. We are busy working on our house. You can see by the outside units we went with ductless heating and air for the cabin. The humidity is super high in Arkansas. It's like 100%, and it's causing allergies and lots of health issues, not to mention in a wood cabin those levels of humidity are really bad for your furniture and clothing and bedding and anything you have stored in your house. It just causes mildew and condensation everywhere. So anyway, today I am actually painting. I'm painting cattle panels, and I got to take those out to paint them, but I have them over here. And they're on the ground over here. I hear a rooster, and one of our roosters. And I'm going to go ahead and finish getting these spray painted. We've got our handyman coming to help Bill put them in before the end of the week, because the siding people are coming to drop off their trucks with all their gear. They're going to start ripping off our siding next week, and we're going to start doing that. I hear you, sunshine. I'll do an update of the birds. Also, I'll include it hopefully in this video. So I'm going to get to spraying, and then we'll show you a finished product. Thought I'd show y'all the beautiful sunset tonight. The crew just left, and they've started on our siding, and well, they've left their gear out here. So I'm going to show what's kind of happened. The windows won't be here for a few days, but they've started pulling off all of the wood and building the trim work, starting the trim work. And they've pulled all the shutters off. They're all right here, really. And let me see if I can pick up some of the siding with the color that we've chosen so y'all can see it. I don't know if you can see the contrast or not, but that's the color of the siding, and this is the white trim on the end over here. So it's really going to brighten up everything. It's going to change the color of the house dramatically. And these are our new units. You can barely hear them. That one's running. But you can see now how bad the siding is. And what we found out is the only insulation that's behind there is 1/2-inch foam board. There is no other insulation. So we're starting to build the gutters out here. But I just kind of wanted to show how bad this really is. And whatever's rotted, they're taking off. The areas that you see where there's cracks, where you can push that board. This is why we really needed, siding so badly. But the trim is this, if you know the camo, it's called desert sand, is really, this particular, they've named it wicker, but it's really the tan and the desert sand of camo, if that helps. Okay, well that's the little update. They'll be back tomorrow, and the windows are going to be here on Tuesday of next week. I'll show you a semi-final view of the porch railings. We used cattle panel and I've painted them. That one's not inset right. But we've got, we're going to have them frame them out to make them really, really tight in there. And it's a heavy gauge, so it should withstand everything. And we've also matched the railings for this side. And this is grass I need to cut. I painted the railings over here. So we're going to be matching the shop to the house. But I want y'all to see, I mean, this is the only insulation we had, that foam board right there. Isn't that awful? That is so awful. That's just not how you build a house. Well, and this was a hunter's cabin, so I guess the hunter's cabin and Sunshine wants attention. He's hollering. He wants my husband to come and put him up for the night. So he's not happy. Anyway, that's a little update. Sorry for the noise. He's just frustrated. And anyway, work is happening. And there goes the sun. Anyway, y'all have a great evening. So this is just the plastic paper that they call it a wrap, a house wrap. It's wrapped down here. They haven't wrapped up here yet. But they've wrapped the side. They've done some of the wrap over here. Wrap. They just left for lunch. Okay, here's the update from yesterday. So we have my lights installed, and we decided to do white instead of the siding on these, so this would brighten up this porch. It really makes it look bigger. And what's happening is this white is reflecting inside, so it's really brightening up the inside. This is pretty much the same. They didn't do anything here yesterday. I'm going to get close so you can see. Maybe the camera will pick up the grain. The grain of this. It's textured. So there's lots of insulation around the windows, and then they're wrapping this with a vapor barrier. Okay, so the biggest work was yesterday. They got the long side of the house. Let me get the camera. And they still have a lot to do up there, and then of course up there still not done. But I agree, it's bringing out the stone, although the stone needs to be power washed, but it's really bringing out the betterment of that. Okay, here's the other side of the long porch. This is our panel that we had installed for our generator. So in case we lose power, we can have power for up to a week. And this will draw from that propane tank right there. And they're going to come and put the generator right over here on a concrete pad. And the top got wrapped on this side. What a beautiful sunset. Let's see if the back got wrapped. No, so this still has to be wrapped on that side. But they did finish with the siding up here. They have to put on this white piece along here so that they can put the gutters on. And then my shop was, the front and the side were wrapped. They haven't started on my shop yet. And here is the kitchen side. We had for the first time in a long time, we had a little mouse. I don't know how he got in, but there's an open area up in there. So he might have got in up there. But I was a little baffled that we even caught one, because all this kitchen is covered. So since there's still open areas, they still have an entry. And then this all got covered yesterday, and they'll be doing siding today. So, and then the front, they started doing the siding over there, and that's covered. So we still have probably a couple weeks left of working on siding. Okay, here is the concrete pad for the generator. That's about the size it's going to be. Let me show you what happened yesterday. They completely wrapped the upstairs and they covered the AC, HVAC cords. They still have all the trim work here to do. They wrapped the side of the shop. And they also started the siding over here. Let's see what they did. And along the back. And all the siding on the back. I'll get a better view, I'll go around, but all the siding on the back except for the very tip tops is finished. And you can see we replaced all the rotten eaves with the cedar.